Happy Christmas and welcome everybody. It's time for NFL picks and predictions for week number 15, one day early. And the reason we're doing it one day early is yes, the Thursday game has already passed, but there are three, no less than three Saturday games this weekend. The weekend right before Christmas. So what we're going to do is we're going to release this video on Saturday. We're going to do it here right now. Let's talk about picks and predictions for week 15 of the NFL. Starting us off, of course, everyone and their dog picked San Francisco 49ers to beat Seattle Seahawks, though it was a closer game than I personally thought it would be, and I would have liked to pick Seattle for a nice upset. San Francisco is looking pretty damn strong right now. They're in a good place. I just didn't see it happening, and San Francisco obviously didn't either because they won. Jumping over to the first of the Saturday games, we have the Minnesota Vikings up against the Indianapolis Colts. And there's still no reason for me not to pick the Vikings. We're going with the Vikings on that one. Next up is Cleveland Browns up against the Baltimore Ravens. And though Cleveland does not have the best record to show that they are a stronger team than Baltimore, Baltimore has won in some very interesting fashions and some offensive scores that are abysmal. So I think that if Cleveland can even score a couple of field goals, that might be the game. So I'm going with the Cleveland Browns to beat the Baltimore Ravens. The last of the Saturday games is the Buffalo Bills, and that's the obvious pick, against the Miami Dolphins. Granted, division rivalries are always weird and always a bit of an upset game, and the Bills have been slowly going a little like this a little bit. However, I still think that the Bills are going to take the Dolphins. Then we jump over to probably the game that nobody wants to watch, Philadelphia Eagles up against the Chicago Bears. And I don't think I need to say who I'm picking in that one. No, I don't. Anyways, moving on, we have New Orleans Saints up against Atlanta. I'm going with the Saints, though I think Atlanta winning does better things for my team. But granted, New Orleans, I think, is going to beat the Falcons. Then we have the Jets against Detroit, and I'm going with the Lions. Lions have some of the highest scoring offensive capabilities this year, and the Jets have been good, but not great. So their record has definitely improved a lot over the course of the last few years, and they are looking like they are not a slouch in their division by any means, but I still don't see them as being at the top yet, so I'm going with Detroit. Carolina Panthers up against Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going with the Panthers. I'm going to trust in the Panthers this time. I don't pick the Panthers very often because they're sort of like the Chargers. They're a bit of a roller coaster on when they're going to show up and who is going to show up against them. But I'm going to go with the Panthers on this particular pick. Then we got, how about them boys? How about them Cowboys up against the Jacksonville Jaguars? Now, I actually hesitated. I will not lie to you guys. I hesitated to pick the Cowboys because of our honestly shit showing against Houston. The considered worst team in the league made us look like we're down there in the bottom with them. And that's not the team that I've been watching this entire year. That's for damn certain. And I think we really need to show that this game is going to be a wash by defeating Jacksonville handily. Otherwise, I'm going to question what's going to go on for the future in 2023 with the Cowboys as far as this season goes. If we're doing this type of thing against Houston and Jacksonville, then I'm wondering, I hope we get out of that slump quick. I'm hoping that was a one-day thing. And why they say any given Sunday, I'm hoping. Kansas City Chiefs up against Houston. Just speaking of Houston, well, the Chiefs are the obvious pick there. Denver up against Arizona. Now, I'm going with Arizona, but I can see Denver winning that one because Arizona sucks, and so does Denver. When two second teams go at it and you don't really give a shit about either one of them, you sort of just flip a coin, boom, two-face, right? Then we jump to New England is going to go to Vegas, and they're going to play the Raiders. Fuck Raider Nation, we're going with the big fat cheater himself, Bill Belichick, and his New England Patriots. We're going to go with that. Then we have Tennessee Titans up against the Chargers. I'm going with Tennessee. We have Cincinnati Bengals up against Tampa Bay. I'm going with the Bengals to beat up on Tom Brady this week. Washington up against the Giants. Well, we all know how that first match turned out, don't we? Very interesting. I think I got the Commanders picked a second time. I didn't pick the Giants last time. I'm not picking them this time. the Commanders are going to come on, and they are actually going to defeat the New York Giants. And they're going to prove that the Giants are actually the weakest team in that division, not the Washington Commanders. And then finally for Monday Night Football, we have an easy pick with the Rams to beat up on the Packers. Even though the Rams are not looking like the Super Bowl team that they were last year, I still got more faith in the Rams than I do in Aaron Rodgers. So there we go. So we're going with that. That's the end of the picks and predictions for Week 15. Once again, we will be here before Christmas. Let's go. Let's win this damn week. Let's win this damn week. And yeah, we're starting off strong with the San Francisco pick. So there we go. Anyways, happy Christmas, everybody. We'll see you back here for another Week 16 of picks and predictions for the NFL. Looking forward to it. Know you guys are too. Drink responsibly. See you next time.